Thank you to Presentation Academy and to the Tower Awards Selection Committee. This is such an honor, and I have been so impressed with the leadership of Presentation Academy and the teachers and the students that I've met. I applaud your commitment to challenge your young students to become 21st century leaders. I've had the privilege of being the Dean of the School of Medicine for nearly 3 years, and it has been the most challenging and rewarding 3 years of my professional life. I cherish the opportunity to lead and learn and serve every day, to work with our amazing faculty and students and staff to improve the health of our patients and our community. I love the changes that we're making in transforming our educational program and our clinical care, our research discoveries, and our community engagement partnerships. But I didn't grow up thinking that I would be a physician or a dean of a medical school. No, when I was a little girl, I wanted to be Wonder Woman. I mean, superpowers, saving the world in red high-heel boots. How cool is that? But it was not to be, and in 7th grade, I was captivated by the wonder of science. I knew then that I wanted to be a teacher and a scientist, but I also knew that I loved working with people, that I loved serving, and so medicine seemed to be a career that was a perfect fit for my abilities and my interests and my passions. I became an ENT surgeon and a clinician educator, and as I rose through the ranks of academic medicine, I served and learned and took on leadership roles whenever opportunities presented. Leadership opportunities kept presenting themselves. I kept saying yes and did my best to be a good leader. 3 years ago, when our Executive Vice President for Health Affairs called me to his office, I had no idea it was to ask me to be interim dean. I thought I was in trouble. You get called to the boss's office, obviously you're in trouble. Turned out I wasn't, and I gladly agreed to step up and lead. A national search for a permanent dean was conducted. I was one of 3 final candidates and was fortunate to be selected as permanent dean. Our medical school is 177 years old, and I'm the first woman dean. And while nearly 50% of today's medical students are women, only 15% of medical school deans are women. Who do I have to thank for making this possible, and what advice do I have for presentation girls as they aspire to become leaders? First, the thank yous. I thank my mom, who along with my dad instilled in me the belief and the confidence that I could be anything I wanted to be, except Wonder Woman, of course. I thank my husband, Brian, and my daughters, Paige and Natalie, for their unconditional love and support. And I thank my boss, Dr. David Dunn, the finest leader I've ever had the privilege of working with, for giving me this opportunity, for believing in my leadership potential. And he continues to provide unwavering support and mentorship, and I thank him for that. Finally, I thank my fellow women leaders and staff who joined me tonight. They're brilliant and creative and resourceful and just terrific colleagues. Girls of Presentation Academy, 3 pieces of advice. Number 1, be lifelong learners and nurture your talents and skills, crafting a life that brings together your abilities and your interests and your passions. You'll impact the world. Number 2, serve others and be good stewards of the gifts that you've been given. You'll brighten the world. And number 3, When leadership opportunities present, step up and lead. You'll change the world. Good luck to all of you, and thank you again for this honor.